Football not the only thing in the postseason, though. In Iowa, the volleyball region playoffs continue with 2 games right here in the Metro. Now the Crusaders of Bishop Heelan, they're hosting Sioux Center in a semifinal matchup. First set off the serve, Heelan. They go to their left to Malia Hacker, and the junior puts it away with a big kill right there. We'll go to a new set with a new view, but the same story. Hacker brings down the hammer as Bishop Heelan wins in straight sets. Crosstown clash out at Sioux City East. Sioux City North battling the Black Raiders. Pick up 4-set Ireland Jackson. Must have the luck of the Irish because that there is an ace, and that'll keep the Stars in it. But East just a little bit too much in this one, though. They set up Mackenzie Crawford, and Crawford slams this one down with authority as the Black Raiders take the win in this one 3-1.